Hello, everybody. It's Monday night. So, weirdly enough, 7 years ago tonight was the Sim party, the Sims 50th party. And we'd had like a live auction, we'd had lunch at Santa Anita. They brought out a big cake, there were signs. It was when I happened to meet the entry clerk. Brian was there. We made him wear a sombrero and sang happy birthday to him, which was 10 out of 10 amazing. And so tonight, I'm out at the barn and I'm cleaning tack and sweeping. And all of a sudden, the entry clerk was like, "Don't you have a broadcast tonight?" And I went, "Huh, wonder what time it is." Ooh, I moved fast. I moved really fast. Sue, it was epic. It was epic. Vincent Barrett came from Wales. Laura Smith came from New Zealand. People came from all over. Kentucky, Louisiana, other places that I've since forgotten. Seattle. I kind of want to do it for year 75. I've been keeping that quiet for a couple years now, but now we're about a year and a half away. So if you guys want to start thinking, I was thinking maybe like Keeneland year 75, like something a little different. Anyway, we just got to jump into the first race tonight, which is the Stewards Cup Synthetic Filly Dash. Luckily, it's only a field of 7. They're going 5.5 furlongs for $500,000, and on the fence for Serenity Sky is Stinging Scorpion. A 2-year-old daughter of Lloyd's keeping it. 4 for 7 lifetime. She was second in the Grade 1 Woodbine Stakes last out. Number 2, Lee Cara's Defend the Waves. A daughter of Time and Tide who's 4 for 6. She was 4th in that Woodbine Stakes, but earlier this year she did win a Grade 1. April Hoffman has the 3, Glorious Aspirations. A Lloyd's keeping it who's 2 for 6. She broke her maiden first out, won a Grade 3 Week 6, and has been 3rd or 2nd in 3 starts since. Number 4, Chrissy Mission. For Joey DePaulo, the daughter of Maritime Mission, is 2 for 5, never been worse than 3rd. Coming off a win in the Love Liftoff Stakes. Wow, who named that? I'm guessing it was me. Number 5, Jamie's Girl, also from the DePaulo outfit. 6 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. She was 3rd in that Grade 1 Woodbine Stakes. Joey also has, rounding out his horses, the I'm No Zero. The 6, sorry. This one's 3 for 4, coming off a win in the Castle Stakes in California. Rounding out the field for Yulene Sarah. I'm going to say it wrong every time. Sarah, I love you. I don't know how to say your name in the language of your preferred languaging, but I can say Yulene. This is Mean Tween, and guys, that is no joke. My daughter is 11 and a half, and I'm pretty sure we already low-key hate each other. It is ugly sometimes. It just started. Mean Tween was 5th in the Grade 1 Woodbine, won the Nitro Freeze Stakes 3 starts back. That's your field for the Synthetic Filly Dash. Should we sing to Brian? Happy birthday to Brian. Happy birthday to Brian. Aren't you glad you're not wearing a sombrero at Paco's? Even though that was one of the best nights of our lives. They're in the gate. They're off. Mean Tween stumbled at the start. Defend the Wave shows speed. Stinging Scorpion on her inside, and Mean Tween after the bad break is rushed up. Glorious Aspirations and Chrissy Mission. Jamie's Girl and I'm No Zero at the back of the field. It's Defend the Waves who's opened up on them and takes them to the half-mile pole. 2 lengths clear of Stinging Scorpion in second. Mean Tween is in third. 4 lengths back to Glorious Aspirations, then Chrissy Mission, Jamie's Girl and I'm No Zero. They round that turn to the top of the stretch. Defend the Waves to win a catch. She's 3 lengths lengths clear of Stinging Scorpion. Here comes Chrissy Mission and Glorious Aspirations. They're moving up as Mean Tween drops back, and then Stinging Scorpion. It's Defend the Waves. She's 2 lengths clear. Glorious Aspirations trying her best, and Chrissy Mission back third. But this race was no contest. It was Defend the Waves from the get-go to win the Synthetic Philly Dash. Glorious Aspirations second. Chrissy Mission was third. The official winner, Defend the Waves, a 2-year-old Gray Filly by Time and Tide out of Defend the Zone by Lloyd's Keeping It. This is a homebred for Lee Cara, who is now 5 for 7 lifetime. Next up, we have the Synthetic Dash, and I'm going to turn this heat lamp behind my head to not be blazing on my ear. Okay, how does the Philly one have 7 and the boys have 14? Something's wrong there. Explain that to me. What happened here? On the fence, Hip Hop Sleigh for Katie Stepanian, 1 for 6, broke his maiden with an 88. Number 2, Not Another Lloyd. Joy DePaulo with this one, who is 3 for 6, won 3 in a row, including the Grade 2 All Too Real. Number 3, Old Oak Tree for Phil Furlong. A Time and Tide, 4 for 6 lifetime. Won his first 4 starts in a row, been 4th and 2nd since then. Number 4, Keeping Power for Mark Pavlak. The son of Elite Power is just 1 for 7. Took 6 tries to break his maiden, but did it with an 89. Number 5, for Nicole Marie, Happy Year Nice. Time and Tide son here, who's 2 for 7 with 3 seconds. He is coming off a barrier trial win 2 weeks back. Number 6, King's Capital, another Pavlak here. This one's a Time and Tide as well. 1 for 7 lifetime, broke his maiden with an 88 5 starts ago. Number 7, Cool Crimes. The son of a legalist, Freeline Sarah, is 7 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Did win his first 2 starts, both were stakes races. Since then, has been only off the board once. Number 8, Larry's Heart. Beat Old Oak Tree and Keeping Power last out. This Joey DePaulo, son of Lloyd's Keeping It, is 4 for 5. Lone Loss was a Grade 1, 3 starts back. Number 9, California Sunshine for Lee Cara. 4 for 5 lifetime. Coming off of 4 straight wins. Number 10, Strategic Player for Kent Saunders. Son of Elite Power is 4 for 5 as well. This is a very good, well-matched field. Maria Schroeder has the 11, Trigo. Trigo? Let me know. I'm going to go with Trigo for now. 3 for 6 lifetime, coming off a win in the Piedmont Triad Stakes. Number 12, Running Tides. This is the horse who has won 5 in a row, including 2 Grade 1 races for Lee Cara. He is the one to beat. Number 13, Ryoma for Raul Powers. The son of Maggot is 3 for 7. He was 3rd in a Grade 1 last out. Rounding out the field, holy bananas. Randall Allen, you are killing me, and you don't even know it. This is Remember Beepers. I'm literally going to start ugly crying on this broadcast. We are 2 days away from the 2-year anniversary of my beloved cat passing, and his nickname was Beeper. So I am currently remembering Beepers. And this is the son of Carrot Stealer, who's 1 for 6 lifetime. He broke his maiden in the 88, 4 starts back. It's post time for the Synthetic Dash. They're in the gate. They're off. Ryoma stumbled at the start, so too did Happy Year Nice. California Sunshine, flashing speed towards the outside, Not Another Lloyd. Trigo and Keepin' Power, then Running Tides, Cool Crimes, and Old Oak Tree. Hip Hop Sleigh, then Larry's Heart. Ryoma after the bad beginning, King's Capital. Strategic Player, Happy Year Nice. And at the back of the field, it's Remember Beepers. California Sunshine leads them by a length over Not Another Lloyd and Trigo. They've got a half on Running Tides, the unbeaten horse sitting in 4th. 4th, Keeping Power, and then Cool Crimes. Old Oak Tree, Hip Hop Slay, Larry's Heart, and Ryoma. They're rounding the turn to the top of the stretch, and it's California Sunshine. Not Another Lloyd has been chasing throughout. Old Oak Tree now up into 3rd. Running Tides has asked the question, and then Trigo and Cool Crimes. It is California Sunshine. Old Oak Tree is cutting into that lead. Running Tides up into 3rd. Not Another Lloyd. It's Old Oak Tree who collars California Sunshine. Running Tides no better than 3rd today. It is Old Oak Tree who takes the synthetic dash. California Sunshine held for 2nd over Running Tides, Not Another Lloyd, and Cool Crimes. Wow, where'd King's Capital come to be 6th? Came from like 87th. The official winner is Old Oak Tree, a 2-year-old gray colt by Time and Tide out of Broad Oak by Lloyd's Keeping It. It's a homebred. Nope, that's a lie. It's a Lee Cara bred owned by Phil Furlong. Did Time and Tide also sire the last one? Or did I hallucinate that? Okay, moving on because I've lost track of where I am. We're 3 minutes away from the post for the Stewards Cup Synthetic Juvenile, field of 10. And on the fence for Tianlong is Briard. The Son of You Are My World is 2 for 3 lifetime, coming off a win in the Dr. Ghazi Stakes. Number 2, DePaulo with Can't Be Late for Chili. I mean, that's valid. The Son of Late Time Freak is 1 for 3. He was 4th in that Dr. Ghazi. Mark Pavlak with the 3, No Restriction. Son of Rule number 1. 2 for 4 lifetime with a 3rd. He did win the All Quiet Stakes. Birthday Boy Brian Levitt with Tyrantum. The Son of Paddington is a $2.3 million Steward bred. He is a 2-time stakes winner, was 3rd in Grade 1 company last out. Number 5, Elite Blast for Lucas Davenport, a homebred by Elite Power. He's 1 for 4 lifetime. Broke his maiden with a 91. Number 6, Reaching for Breath. Joey DePaulo with the Son of Reaching Immortality. He's 2 for 3. Hasn't lost since his debut to Tyrantum. Mortal Mittens is the 7. Lee Cara homebred, 1 for 3. Then If I Lay Here, dying, I assume. Abby Brooks homebred by Golden 60, 3 for 4. He is your winner of the Seeking a Storm Stakes, a Grade 1 last out. Number 9, Mark Pavlak's The Rattlesnake. We're actually already on the prowl for those because it's going to be 100 degrees, literally 100 degrees, which I think Vincent said was like 38 Celsius tomorrow. And they're out. This Son of Rule number 1 is a maiden breaker, 2 back with a 94. And rounding out the field, Quality Back. Yuleen Sarah with a homebred. I was trying to figure out how this horse was named. Like, what is a quality back? Or is he getting his quality back? Nope. It's by Got Me Back out of Quality Dam. 1 for 4 lifetime, and that's your field. Just getting me some water here. Wait, that was a first Stewards Cup? For Phil? Oh, I didn't know that. First Stewards Cup alert. I'm headed to Minnesota in a week. And apparently there's still snow there? I feel like gang's all here tonight. Hi, everybody. So nice to see you all tonight. It's post time for the Synthetic Juvenile. They're going a mile. $750,000 on the line. They're off. Mortal Mittens bobbled a bit. The rest away okay. Can't Can't Be Late for Chili is sent along early. Reaching for breath, the stablemates, and then comes Briard on the fence. Mortal Mittens and the Rattlesnake from the outside. Quality back takes back. If I Lay Here, Tyrantum, Elite Blast. No Restriction is at the back of the field. It's Can't Be Late for Chili, who's leading 3 lengths in the synthetic juvenile. Reaching for breath is chasing him and Briard. Mortal Mittens and the Rattlesnake, quality back. If I Lay Here, Tyrantum, Elite Blast. No Restriction is at the back of the field. It's the Rattlesnake who puts in a big move. The Rattlesnake goes from 5th all the way up to take the lead from Can't Be Late for Chili. That one's done. Drops back through the field. Reaching for breath. Comes alongside the Rattlesnake. If I Lay Here is coming on. And they're coming into the stretch. It's the Rattlesnake who's leading over. Reaching for breath. If I Lay Here is charging at them. Briard from the back. Can't Be Late for Chili and Tyrantum. It's the Rattlesnake, and he shakes clear of If I Lay Here. Reaching for breath is done. Tyrantum up in the 3rd. It's the Rattlesnake to win it over If I Lay Here, Tyrantum, and Reaching for Breath. Reaching for breath is what I needed to do during that race call. The official winner is the Rattlesnake, a 2-year-old gray colt by rule number 1 out of Matera's Quest by Matera Sky. A homebred for Mark Pavlak, who is now 2 for 5 lifetime. We've seen a couple big upsets today. Racing Tides, whoever that was like 5 minutes ago. And If I Lay Here, both managed to just lose. Will that trend continue? We are 3 minutes away from the synthetic juvenile fillies on the fence, reaching the gold for Lee Cara, 1 for 2, the grade 2 winner. Kent Saunders has the 2 Dream Tester. The Daughter of Testing the Waters is just 1 for 4, was 4th in grade 1 company last out. Number 3, Complex Maneuvers for Joey DiPaolo. This filly won the Promising Stakes, then was 3rd behind Reaching the Gold last out. Joey also has the 4 Tempting Immortality, 2 for 3 lifetime, has won 2 in a row. Number 5, Sandana for Yulene by Reaching the Cup is 1 for 4 with 2 seconds. Randomly finished 8th in the grade 1 Ivory Crown last out. I don't feel like that's indicative of her abilities, but I don't know. That was kind of weird. I mean, she did start slow, but... Number 6, We Drink Forever, another DiPaolo by Reaching Immortality, but this one is unbeaten in 3 starts, including that grade 1 Ivory Crown. Number 7, Beauty in the Steel for Lee Cara. The Daughter of Beauty in the Sorrow is 2 for 3 lifetime, 3rd behind We Drink Forever last out. Number 8, Reaching for Phil. Now you might think this is a Phil Furlong because it has Phil in the name, but you would be wrong because it's a Jamie Bates that was bred by Joey DiPaolo and you've just got Phil on the brain. This one is by Reaching Immortality, 2 for 3, has yet to... nope, that's a total lie. Actually broke her maiden in Stakes Company, but is coming off 2 straight non-winners events. I wonder why that is. That's weird. Rounding out the field, number 9, Raz for Julia H. The Daughter of Chance of the Wild is 2 for 3. 2nd on debut and behind Reaching for Phil, and then has won 2 in a row. That's your field. I'm turning 40 this year. I'm going where all proper millennials spend their 40th birthdays. With large men dressed as mice in front of fake fairy castles. Margaritaville. I don't drink, so I have to get high on Mickey Mouse. They're off in the Stewards Cup Synthetic Juvenile Fillies. Tempting Immortality stumbled badly at the start, so too did Beauty in the Steel. Bad brakes all over the place. Dream Tester was also slow, and that gives Sandana time to rush away from the field and open up. We Drink Forever into second and reaching the gold on the fence. Complex Maneuvers and reaching for Phil. Then Raz, Tempting Immortality, Beauty in the Steel, Dream Tester is at the back of the field. It's Sandana who leads them to the backstretch, 2 lengths clear of We Drink Forever in second. Then comes Complex Maneuvers and reaching the gold. Reaching for Phil and Raz, Beauty in the Steel, Dream Tester, and Tempting Immortality is at the back of the field. It is We Drink Forever who now takes over from Sandana, and We Drink Forever leads them past the half-mile pole. Sandana drops back second, reaching the gold is coming on. Complex Maneuvers, Raz is gaining ground, and they're into the stretch. We Drink Forever is the leader. Raz is the danger, reaching the gold in third, then Complex Maneuvers. It's We Drink Forever. We Drink Forever running away in the synthetic juvenile fillies, with Raz up in the second, reaching the gold third. But you can raise a toast to this one, because We Drink Forever has won it. The official winner is We Drink Forever, 2-year-old gray filly by Reaching Immortality, out of Wind Down by Avacus. This is a homebred for Joey DePaulo, who is unbeaten in 4 tries. Can I just say that I laughed out loud at the person who said, Jess Dowson, I'm 22 this year. In my eyes, that's basically 30. That is absolutely valid. Because if you're like me, you're like, oh, I'm in the last year of my 30s. I'm turning 40. I'm basically 99 and it's all over. Like, that's the jump. 22 is absolutely 30. That makes sense to me. Entry clerk says we're wrong. I'm assuming Darcy McBride also thinks that we're wrong. Oh, also entry clerk says go to bed, Jess Dawson. You're not her dad. That's what we definitely discovered this week. Okay, next up is the Synthetic Speed. Oh my god, there's 14 horses. Where's Nathan? There's too many big fields. I can't do it. I need to retire, guys. $750,000 on the line. These are the 3 and up fillies and mares. Jack Meyer with the number 1, Horizons Past. And you might be confused because he has that Derby winner named Crimson Horizon. But this horse is not related to that horse whatsoever. Number 2, Twice as Beautiful, which Joey DePaulo clearly has named after me. And not because she's by Beauty and the Sorrow and out of Beauty and Lloyd. 4 for 12 Lifetime has won 2 in a row. Number 3, Beautiful Enemy. Katie Stepanian, homebred, who is 4 for 24, has been top 3 13 times. Number 4, Girl in the Shadows. Lee Cara, trying to get a win on the night. He's bred a couple, though. Lloyd's keeping it. 9 for 13, coming off of 2 straight Grade 1 wins. Last year was second in the Stewards Cup. Number 5, Evelina Birdsey. Fleas and Hambletonian trying to hurt me with that name. This one is 4 for 11. She's a 3-year-old. Then comes Teacu Downs' Norfolk and Chance. The daughter of Palace Pier is 5. And she's also been top 3 13 times, coming off a local prep for this. Firebreak is the 7 for Shannon Hunt. The daughter of Dense Fog has won 9 times. 10th in this race last year. Then comes number 9, Beautiful as Always. Lee Cara, homebred by Lloyd's Keeping It, is 10 for 24. Number 9, Casa Amor for Katie. This one's 5 for 13, has won 2 in a row, including the Grade 1 Windswept Wonder. Versace for Yulene is the 10. She's by Illegalist, 11 for 25, has won 3 in a row, including 2 Grade 1s. Number 11, 3-Day, 2-Year for Jack Ryder by Time and Tide, 4 for 19. I was going to say 4 for 9, but I missed a 1. Nicole Marie pops up with Match My Freak. I absolutely will. Imperial Hint is the sire here, 6 for 14. Here's your defending champion. It's Marabou for Eileen Sarah, the daughter of Lloyd's Keeping It, is out of Marahuti, 14 for 25 for this $2.1 million earner. And on the outside, Alluring Act for Katie Stepanian. 9th in this race last year. Has yet to be better than 3rd since then. She's a daughter of Shaquille. That's your field. You have a puncture wound from what? Why? Oh. Oh. Jess Dowson says she's going to sleep, probably because you yelled at her. Also because it's 3 a.m. Now she went to bed. It's post time for the 7 furlong synthetic speed. They're off. Evelina Birdsey stumbled at the start. Horizon's Pass maybe one step slow on the fence, and Girl in the Shadows goes quickly to the lead from the way outside. That's Alluring Act and Marabou, your defending champ, then 3-Day 2-Year. Versace and Evelina Birdsey, Beautiful Enemy, Firebreak, Beautiful as Always, Twice as Beautiful, Casa Amor, then Horizons Pass, Norfolk and Chance, Match My Freak is at the back of the field. It's Girl in the Shadows, who's leading a length over Alluring Act and Marabou. Then 3-Day 2-Year and Versace, who's getting closer. Evelina Birdsey and Beautiful Enemy. They round the turn to the top of the stretch. It's Girl in the Shadows, and she shakes clear by 2. Here comes Marabou. She's up into second now as Alluring Act drops back. Then comes Versace and Casa Amor. Then Alluring Act, Beautiful as Always, Horizons Past. They're running down the stretch. They've got to catch Girl in the Shadows. The danger is Marabou trying to make it 2 in a row. Casa Amor is third. Girl in the Shadows. Marabou can't get quite to her. Girl in the Shadows is going to get it. Girl in the Shadows wins the synthetic speed over Marabou. Then comes Casa Amor, Beautiful as Always, and Versace drop back to 6th. Vincent wants to know if Lee Care is awake. I don't know if he comes to these parties. The official winner is Girl in the Shadows, a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Lloyd's Keeping It, out of Spiritually Destined by Ghostly Forensics. This is a homebred for Lee Cara, who is now 10 for 14 lifetime. This is a nice filly. If Lee is listening, you should sell her to me. He's not listening. What's next? We have 3 minutes to post for the sprint. Yep. These are the boys going 6.5 furlongs for $750,000. Another field of 14. Why are there so many horses? On the fence, Champagne City. This is a 6-year-old gelding for Anku Khan. Yep, Lee Cara bred this one too. Number 2, Boobop for Roger Carlo is a homebred. Chandler Bing. I couldn't even say Chandler Bing. Dang it, why is that hard every time? Yuleen Sarah with the 5-year-old horse here. Strong Believer for L.A. Pepper is a homebred. $628,000 earned. Next up, we have Esteemed Mark. Lee Cara going to try to go 2 in a row with this guy who won last year's Stewards Cup Synthetic Sprint. He is your defending champion. He also won this year's Pegasus. He's also just overall one of my favorite horses in training. I just really like him. I think his name is fancy, I guess. Number 6, Slanderous for Jamie Bates. This one has earned just short of $400,000. Unleash Mayhem is the 7 for Jack Meyer. Totally random side note, but you know I do love my side stories. So we have this document at work where every 20 minutes we put in what we've posted because we don't want to post stuff on top of each other, right? And because otherwise it messes with your algorithm. But on Saturdays, when there's like 15,000 graded stakes all over the world, it's just crazy. So I always, instead of putting what we put every 20 minutes, I just highlight the whole thing and write something different every week. So some weeks it's like dazzling chaos, and some weeks it's like tumultuous horror or something. And I think we're going to do Unleash Mayhem this coming weekend because I haven't done Unleash Mayhem yet. Rage Possession is the stablemate. That's the 8. He's a 6-year-old for Jack Meyer. But then you get to Jack Ryder with the 9, One Piece, who's a 5-year-old who's earned over $500,000. Joy DePaulo with the 10, All for Pearl, a 3-year-old who's 6 for 13. Aaron Presley for Brian Chun is the 11. He is also a 5-year-old. Then comes Canadian Royalty. Joy DePaulo. I asked Woodbine to fly me up there this year, so make that happen. Number 13, Scottish Breeze for Lee Cara. Going to try and challenge the stablemate Esteemed Mark. And rounding out the field, Shakes Pear. Ha! I get it! Shakes Pear. Shakespeare? I get it. Freeling, Sarah. That's the field. Hi, that's my sock. Oh my god, the cat just jumped up here and took my sock away from me. I was going to ask them what was on that sock, and then they were going to get a prize. It's rude. Darcy replied, cat saliva. She gets a prize for that. Give her something. That's funny. They're off in the Stewards Cup Synthetic Speed. A good beginning for all but One Piece, who stumbled. Esteemed Mark, the big horse, goes out to lead, and Chandler Bing is going to take back off of him. Scottish Breeze from the outside. One Piece is hustled up. All for Pearl is wide. Rage Possession and Strong Believer. Then Aaron Presley and Unleash Mayhem. Boo Bop, Slanderous, Canadian Royalty, Shakespeare. Then Champagne City at the back of the field. It's Esteemed Mark, and he's leading him around the turn by 2. Chandler Bing is pressing the pace in second. Scottish Breeze third. Strong Believer moving up into fourth. Rage Possession, One Piece, All for Pearl. Aaron Presley and Unleash Mayhem as they round the turn to the top of the stretch. And Esteemed Mark has led every step. Here come the closers, though. Rage Possession is coming on. Strong Believer and All for Pearl. Chandler Bing is done. It's Esteemed Mark. Strong Believer comes alongside Rage Possession, and they're clear of All for Pearl. It's a 3-horse photo. It's gonna be too tight to call. Call in the synthetic sprint. I don't know how real announcers don't hack all the time. Who will it be in this 3-horse photo? A length and a half back to All for Pearl, then Boo Bop and Chandler Bing. Need an inhaler? Absolutely I do, and I steal it from my daughter all the time. The results of the photo are in, and the winner of the bob by a nose, Strong Believer. Esteemed Mark just a nose back second, and another head back to Rage Possession. The official winner is Strong Believer. If I could find it. A 4-year-old Darkbait Colt by Courageous Ben, out of Believe Daylight by Passion Reaction. A homebred for L.A. Pepper, who is now 7 for 15 lifetime. Wow, the last time L.A. Pepper won a Stewards Cup, it was with this horse's sire, Courageous Ben. Fun facts. Next up is the Juvenile Fillies route. You may recall this is now, I believe, the 3rd year of this race, and last year I had a total tantrum, and I said, you guys begged me for this race, and it's got 4 horses in it, and if you don't fill it, I'm taking it back off the schedule. Well, now it has 12. Oh my gosh, my boss is calling me right now. Hey, can you talk to them for a second? Just start yapping. We're on the Juvenile Fillies route.
Hello everybody, Emily's just taking a call off her boss. Next up, the Juvenile Fillies route. Due off in 2 minutes. 12 runners.
Yes.
I do believe the Stewards Cup Juvenile route races are new.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
I look quickly down the field. They're not your typical all-weather breds. I see a lot of real-life stallions. So it's nice to see the likes of Positive Vibes and Pine Mountain, Scooby-Doo, Hot Dog all being represented.
I'm in the middle of literally a broadcast, but Chris Lee just called the hit that Maria did with Keeneland construction guys.
Bear with me while the steward finishes this emergency call.
I think so. I think it went. Well, I don't know. You were in charge of it. Take it down wherever it was. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Thanks. Time for the race. Just taking care of business over here, guys. They're off in the synthetic juvenile fillies route. It was a very good beginning. Phenomenon and goes out to the lead, joined by Image Reflected and Port, then a moment apart, August Performance and Memoria. Patty Cakes on the fence, Scarlet Empress and Naylor Swift. Wow, the Devils, Rochi, and at the back of the field, that's Diabolical Storm. It's Phenomenon. Dang it, I really wanted to be able to say that better. Over Image Reflected, the leader is 3 lengths clear of Port in third. A moment apart in August Performance, Patty Cakes is in sixth. Memoria, Naylor Swift, Scarlet Empress, the Devils, then Rochi, and Diabolical Storm is a good 15 lengths off the leader. It's Phenomenon leading them by 2. Patty Cakes now up into second. Image Reflected getting tired. Memoria coming from the back of the field, and Scarlet Empress from well behind, then Port, and they've come to the top of the stretch in the synthetic juvenile fillies route, and it's Phenomenon who's leading over Patty Cakes. That one draws alongside. Memoria's back third. It's Patty Cakes now, and she opens up. Patty Cakes getting away. Patty Cakes is going to win the juvenile fillies route. Patty Cakes over Phenomenon, then Memoria, Scarlet Empress, and Rochi from the back of the field. The official winner from the fence, it's Patty Cakes, a 2-year-old Dark Bay filly by Paddington out of Oscar Trophy by Oscar Performance. A homebred for Brad Fabman, who is now 2 for 3 lifetime. Wow, this is like not even close to this horse's preferred anything. So, watch out for that. Next up, we have the juvenile route. And here we have a field of 8, so still a little bit salty about the lack of runners, but it's better than 4, so we'll take what we can get. On the fence, Chaos Weaver for Brian Levitt. Is this going to be a birthday win for you? I haven't actually looked yet, as you can tell by the way I'm stumbling over all these names. This is a son of Time for Chai, who won last out with a 93. Henge for Gigi Go Faster. Cleopatra bred this one. This one's well bred by Equinox out of a Wootton Bassett mare. 2 starts, a win and a second. Number 3, Finding North for Andrea Smith. Another Equinox here. This one is unbeaten in 2 tries. 4, Peter Perfect for Willie Carson by Pine Mountain. 1 for 2 lifetime. Broke his maiden second out with a 92. Number 5, Atlanta Falcon for Aaron Tonning. Gaieth, the sire of this one, who's 2 for 3, won a Game Point sired stakes 2 back. Number 6, Fourth Wall. Sue Wentz, owner breeder. I almost said Sue Wentz is the sire, but that would be weird. This one is by I Loathe Week 6, unbeaten in 2 tries, won the Juvenile Bound Stakes. Number 7, Peace Strike for Ed Malloy. This is a son of Rich Strike, 1 for 2. I love all the new sires and stuff. It's exciting. It makes me happy. On the outside for Maria Schroeder, that's Shogetsu by Equinox, is 2 for 3 and has won 2 in a row, including a stake. That's your field for the juvenile route. Nicole, thank you for thoroughly understanding me in my spirit. I have never seen anyone understand me so deeply. 1 minute to post. And yeah, sorry about the entry clerk thing. He definitely put the headset on and tried really hard to tell you interesting pedigree facts, but the little microphone was under his chin. And I couldn't quite wave him down to fix it, so the intentions were there. Execution medium rare. Can you get him in, please? Andrew, stop crushing on my husband. It's weird. You can have him. It's fine. It's post time. They're off in the juvenile route. Shogetsu on the outside stumbled badly at the beginning. Peter Perfect was also a bit slow. Chaos Weaver broke quickly in fourth wall. Atlanta Falcon taken back third. Shigetsu and Henge. Peace Strike, Peter Perfect, and Finding North is at the back of the field. As they round that first turn, it's Chaos Weaver leading Atlanta Falcon in second, then fourth wall. Those three are three across the track, a length back to Shigetsu. Then Henge, 4 lengths back to Peace Strike. Peter Perfect and Finding North is at the back of the field as they run down the backstretch. It's Chaos Weaver who now shakes clear a length over Atlanta Falcon and fourth wall. Those two are right together. Shogetsu is in fourth. Henge is in fifth. Then Peace Strike, Peter Perfect, Finding North at the back, and they're rounding the far turn in the juvenile route. Atlanta Falcon now makes a move on Chaos Weaver, and Chaos Weaver spits the bit. Atlanta Falcon inherits the lead. Fourth wall up into second now. Shogetsu is in third. Henge is coming on, and Peace Strike from the back of the field. They're into the stretch, and it's Atlanta Falcon who puts away fourth wall. Shogetsu up into third. Peace Strike, Peter Perfect. Atlanta Falcon, though, not really going to have to work that hard to beat this field. It's Atlanta Falcon geared down at the wire. Over fourth wall, Shogetsu, Peace Strike, and Peter Perfect. The official winner is Atlanta Falcon, a 2-year-old bay colt by Gaieth out of Dream Sweetie by Sound True. A homebred for Aaron Tonning, who is now 3 for 4 lifetime. What's next? It's the mile. Oh man, I see the word marathon in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait, why are you sending me to the glue factory? That's weird. We have a field of 9. They're running for 750,000 monies. And on the fence for Joey DePaulo, reaching for my dog. That is something that I do probably 100 times a day. The son of Reaching the Cup has won 3 out of his last 4 starts, was third in Grade 1 Company last out. Number 2 for Sten Reno Hawkinson, who pops up tonight for the first time, is Leroy Jethro Gibbs. A 6-year-old gelding who was 7th in this race last year. Won a Miss the 80s stakes 2 back. Number 3, Diligence for Andrew James. The son of Testing the Waters is out of the Fork Roll, who you may recall won the Pegasus just 4 years ago, or 3, because math is not my strong suit. 2 for 9, coming off a barrier trial. Number 4, Express with Gold. Lee Cara, homebred by Golden 60, is 6 for 17, coming off of a Grade 3 win. Number 5, White Steel. Whoa, this horse is really good. Eric Gray's homebred has won 9 out of 10 starts and has not lost since his debut a year and a half ago. Last year won the Stewards Cup Synthetic Juvenile. And since then has added like a million more grade 1s. Okay, well clearly that horse is pretty good. Number 6, Dynamic Power. Yulene Sarah with the son of Elite Power, 3 for 17. Won a non-winter 3 with a 91 a few starts ago. Sten also has the 7 Complex Dog, which frankly I would say our dogs are complex as well. 8 for 27. Hasn't run in Stakes Company since last year's Stewards Cup Synthetic Mile where he was 9th, but he's won 3 allowances since then. Number 8, Pulsing. For Ash Harrison, homebred by Testing the Waters. 16 starts, 6 wins, 6 seconds. Has won twice this year. Rounding out the field, number 9, Brian Chun's Beautiful Flower. Does not seem like a name for a stallion prospect, but here we are. The son of Testing the Waters lost to White Steel last out, but before that won 2 in a row, including the Grade 1 Domination Stakes. Will another big favorite get upset tonight? M Glue, get yours for $2. Andrew, let me tell you the truth. Right now, I'm only paying attention to one horse in the sim, and it's a turf horse. I don't even know what the dirt horses are doing. But I can tell you what every single Kentucky Derby contender down to like number 34 does every day. If they breathe, I know about it. Somehow it's post time again. They're in the gate. They're off. Diligence stumbled at the start. Reaching for my dog. On the fence goes out to lead, and on the way outside, it's Beautiful Flower. They're going to bookend this field. Dynamic Power and Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Then White Steel settles down in fifth. Diligence, Pulsing, Complex Dog, and Express with Gold is at the back of the field. It's Beautiful Flower and Reaching for My Dog, and they're dueling out here early. They're 2 lengths clear of Dynamic Power and Leroy Jethro Gibbs. White Steel still tracking in fifth. Diligence is in sixth. Complex Dog, then Pulsing, and Express with Gold is at the back. No change quite yet. With half a mile left to go, it's Beautiful Flower, Reaching for My Dog, and here's White Steel moving up on the outside. White Steel now up into second. Dynamic Power, Diligence, Pulsing, Leroy Jethro Gibbs, and they've come to the top of the stretch, and there he goes. It's White Steel who opens up on Beautiful Flower. Pulsing coming from the back of the pack, then Reaching for My Dog and Diligence, but White Steel geared down, gonna win this one easily and takes a second Stewards Cup in the synthetic mile. Pulsing up for second, Beautiful Flower third, then Reaching for My Dog. I wish my nose wasn't so snuffly. The official winner is White Steel, a 3-year-old white colt by King of Steel out of White Dog by Hot Dog. This is a homebred for Eric Gray, who is now 10 for 11 lifetime. Eric, congratulations. You are doing a phenomenal job with this animal. Are we breeding to him? Great question. I assume not yet. Water break, water break. Didn't know that needed a song, but it did. What's next? It's the distaff. After all, we have a field of 9. See, I can work with a field of 9. 9 is like my happy place. 9 to 10, that's beautiful. That's the answer. I want every race to have 9 to 10. Jack Meyer on the fence with Path of Sorrow, who last year won the Stewards Cup Synthetic Juvenile Fillies. Since then has added another pair of graded stakes, including the Grade 1 Happy Snow Girl 2 back. Number 2, Candy Star Z for Fleas and Hambletonian by St. Mark's Basilica. 9 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, has been second in her last 3 starts, including a pair of Grade 1s. Number 3, for Tianlong Samoyed. The daughter of Interpol is 8 for 15, and she is multiple Grade 1 placed this year. Looks like she's still knocking on the door to get one of those Grade 1s, though. Number 4, National Freedom. The daughter of Hebrew National runs for Mark Pavlak, 5 for 11, coming off a Grade 3 win. Number 5, I Have a Gem for Lane Mueller. Is it Mueller? I think I ask certain people to explain to me how to say their names every broadcast, and it never happens. Except for poor Sarah, who I ignore. 2 for 14 lifetime on this one by Paddington, 5th last out. This was a Grade 1 winner as a juvenile, though. And by juvenile, I mean as a sophomore. Number 6, Muggle Olympics for Joey DePaulo, the daughter of Modern Games, is 6 for 15 lifetime. Number 7, Wonka Candy Bar sounds freaking amazing right now. Seeking her 10th lifetime win. She's been top 3 19 times, coming off 2 straight seconds. Number 11, Blue Drum for Lee Cara, daughter of Golden 60, is 4 for 6. Coming off a Grade 1. No, that's a lie. That was 3 starts ago. But earlier this year did win a Grade 1 in the Blessing Stakes. And rounding out the field, Francis Fallart pops up with Song of Fury, a daughter of Reaching the Cup, who has won her last 3 in a row. That's your field for the distaff. Craig, the only thing the internet is scared of is whether your camera's on when the pants are off. They're off in the Stewards Cup Synthetic Distaff. A beautiful beginning. National Freedom goes out to lead, then Wonka Candy Bar, Candy Star Z, and Muggle Olympics Samoyed, and Iva Gem, Blue Drum, Path of Sorrow, Song of Fury. It's a very compact field, just 5 lengths front to back. As they go running towards the backstretch, it's National Freedom, leading a length to Wonka Candy Bar, then Candy Star Z. They start to string out now. Muggle Olympics takes 3 lengths on Samoyed in 5th, then Iva Gem, Blue Drum, Path of Sorrow, and Song of Fury would have to make up a dozen to beat National Freedom, who's leading by a length over Wonka Candy Bar and Candy Star Z. Blue Drum and Samoyed, Muggle Olympics, Path of Sorrow, they're coming to the top of the lane, and it's been National Freedom throughout. National Freedom leading Wonka Candy Bar, Blue Drum, the only one making any noise. Path of Sorrow, there's no change here. It's National Freedom who's going to go gate to wire. Wonka Candy Bar chasing, Blue Drum up into 3rd. It's National Freedom to win the distaff. Wonka Candy Bar 2nd, Blue Drum 3rd, Path of Sorrow, and Samoyed. The official winner is National Freedom, a 3-year-old white filly by Hebrew National, out of Velvet Ocean by Crystal Ocean. A homebred for Mark Pavlak. Didn't Mark already win one tonight? Who let Mark win twice tonight? Yeah, agree with that. Good job, Mark. Congratulations. This guy is 6 for 12. Sorry, Philly. This girl is 6 for 12. And she has won 2 in a row now. Nice, Philly. We have 3 races left. Next up is the marathon. They're going 1.5 miles, and we have a field of 9. On the fence for Casey Gillespie, Ware Night Guard. Casey! How dare you try to tell me what I absolutely should be doing. The daughter of Forte is 7 for 12 lifetime. She's won 5 in a row. She has really reached a good vibe here. And Forte, I feel like you guys are underutilizing. Number 2, Time is a River. A 3-year-old colt for Darcy McBride by Time for Chai. This guy has only lost once in his career, and that was a 2nd place effort. He won last year's Stewards Cup Synthetic Juvenile Route. This guy won 7 in a row, but then was 2nd last out behind a horse named Ferret, who I think is in the Classic, not this race. Number 3, Shakariar. Royal Celestine's homebred by Shariar. Won last year's marathon, that's this race, and then also won the Pegasus Route Week 2. 15 wins and 20 starts for this 5-year-old mare who's earned $3.4 million, has won 3 grade 1s in a row. Number 4, Inspired Notion for Brian Chun, the son of Positive Vibes, is 6 for 15. Has won 3 races this year, all graded stakes. Number 5, Positive Vibes. Nope, that's a lie. This horse is named Vibes Positive because the sire is Positive Vibes. On Kukan, 11 for 28. Has run in 4 straight allowance races with 1 win. That was with the 90. Number 6, Boston Bean. Mark Pavlak just trying to have a night of it and win another one. The son of Betty and the Jets is 2 for 10. 2nd in his last 2 starts, both major grade 1 events. Number 7, Spirit of Noel for Nicholas Johnson by Elite Power. 4 for 7 has won 2 nice allowance races in a row and is getting better with every start. Number 8, Bill Deach pops up tonight with Reforestation. A gelded son of Positive Vibes was 3rd in the Grade 1 Plastics Classic last out, 8 for 21. Rounding out that field, we have Prairie Plains for Randall Allen by Tuscany Gold. 7 for 22, was 4th in the Plastics Classic, but before that, won the Grade 3 Must Go Down Stakes at this distance. That's your field. Betting pool closes at $10,400. They're off in the synthetic marathon. Where Night Guard broke slowly on the fence and Reforestation stumbled. There's Shakariar going out to the lead, and Shakariar is going to quickly shake clear of the rest. Reforestation and Spirit of Noel, then a big gap back to Where Night Guard and Prairie Plains. Inspired Notion, Boston Bean, Time is a River, Vibes Positive is at the back of the field. They come down the stretch the first time. It's Shakariar who's leading a length or two to Reforestation and Spirit of Noel. Where Night Guard on the fence, Prairie Plains, Inspired Notion, Boston Bean, Time is a River, and Vibes Positive is at the back of the field. It's a Shakariar leading with less than a mile left to go. Reforestation chasing 2 lengths back. Spirit of Noel is alongside that one, and they've got a big gap to Prairie Plains, who would have to make up 10 to win it at this point. Where Night Guard has lost a spot. 3 back to Inspired Notion, Boston Bean. Time is a River is going to have to come from absolutely nowhere, and Vibes Positive. It's Shakariar taking them to the half-mile pole, and she leads by 3 over Reforestation and Spirit of Noel. Inspired Notion, and then comes, I lost it, Prairie Plains. So Boston Bean, Where Night Guard, Time is a River is still well back, and Vibes Positive, and they turn into the stretch, and they've got to catch Shakariar. She's 2 lengths clear. Inspired Notion is closing. Boston Bean coming from the back of the field. Then Spirit of Noel and Reforestation, but they're not even going to get close to Shakariar, who is geared down in the stretch of the marathon. Shakariar is going to win it over Inspired Notion, Boston Bean, Reforestation, and Spirit of Noel. The official winner is Shakariar. She's a 5-year-old Dark Bay mare by Shariar out of Cheeky Sister by Anthony Van Dyke. This is a homebred for Royal Celestine, who is now 16 for 21 lifetime, the mare, not Royal, and is 16, no, I just said that, and has earned over $4 million. That's your field. Nope, I don't know. I'm cracking up. That's what you would say. I'm cracking up. We're both really tired. There's 2 more races, apparently. Oh, man, and this one's got 14 horses in it. Oh, the pain. On the fence for Kent Saunders in the matron is Platinum Jewel, who is just $1,000 away from $500,000 in earnings. Frankly, that's kind of bothering me because having a horse at exactly $500,000 in earnings would be really cool. Number 2. For Brian Chun, Lady Jane Felsham, who last year won the Stewards Cup Synthetic Juvenile Fillies route. Number 3 for Darcy McBride, Elite Angel, 6 for 14. Then comes Andrew James's Lady Sequence. We have a lot of fancy ladies because number 5 is Spill the Tea for Madeline Gilbert, who's 5 for 9. Patoka for Katie Stepanian is the 6. She's won 4 of 8. And then comes Randall Allen's Moon and Sunhook. Fleason has the 8, I Wanda Z. Then Andrew James's Taroni, the 9. Kent Saunders, who had that 1 horse, also has the 10 Eve Arden. Nick Schroeder has the 11 Mig Alley. Andrew James also has Kina, the 12. Then Everdance for Brian Chun, the 13. Rounding out the field, Lane Mueller with Truffy, who has earned $1 million and won last year's synthetic matron. So she is your defending champion. She also has a really cute headshot. I just clicked on it. Hold on. She's dying. Dude, Anthem, you absolutely cannot do that. I was almost better. And then you said in the arms of the angel. And I was not okay anymore. Okay, I've been coughing for what, 2 minutes? Entry clerk just got up to check on me. I see how it is. Whew. Alright, let's call this Mal in a 16th race. They're off in the synthetic matron. Patoka was away well, I Wanda Z and Spill the Tea. Then Truffy from the outside, Platinum Jewel is on the fence. Lady Sequence, Moon and Sunhook was one step slow. Elite Angel, Taroni, Kina. Lady Jane Felsham is well back. Mig Alley, Everdance, and Eve Arden is at the back of the field. It's Patoka, and she's winging out here. She's 5 lengths clear of I Wanda Z, and now Spill the Tea takes over second. Truffy sits in fourth over Platinum Jewel, then Elite Angel in 6. Moon and Sun Hook, Lady Sequence, Taroni, Lady Jane Felsham, Everdance, Kina, Mig Alley, and Eve Arden is at the back. It is Patoka leading them past the 5 furlong marker, and she's still 4 clear of Spill the Tea, tracking now in second. Truffy gains a spot as I Wanda Z backs out. Then Elite Angel, Kina, Mig Alley, and Moon and Sunhook as they round that turn. 3 furlongs left to run, and they're closing on Patoka. Patoka only 2 lengths clear now with Spill the Tea. Truffy gaining ground, Elite Angel and Kina, then Mig Alley, Moon and Sunhook, Lady Sequence, and from way, way back, Lady Jane Felsham would need to do much better as they run down the stretch, and it's Patoka. She's still got more in the tank. It's Spill the Tea, the dangerous Truffy is still battling in third, Kina up in fourth, and Mig Alley. It's Patoka. Can Spill the Tea get her? Patoka all out. Truffy back third. It's gonna be a photo in the matron. Truffy was third, Kina was fourth, Mig Alley was fifth. The official winner, Spill the Tea. A 3-year-old chestnut filly by Time for Chai out of Admire Her Vibes by Positive Vibes. A homebred for Madeline Gilbert, who is now 6 for 10 lifetime. And we've come to the last race of the night. The Synthetic Classic, which only has a field of 8, which I'm going to be okay with right now. This is the reason Andrew Chillen has graced himself with his presence all night. And that is because he has the horse on the rail, No Derby Day. This 5-year-old by Franzia is your defending champion in this race. He's earned $1.9 million. He's won 3 in a row and 4 of 6 starts this year. All 4 of those, nope, that's a lie. 3 of those were grade 1s. Oh, entry clerk says he's going to stud. Everybody get tied on to breed to No Derby Day. I'm actually fond of the name. I think it's funny. Number 2, Aravos for Shannon Hunt, a son of Gaieth, who's 10 for 31. This is a 6-year-old who did win a grade 1 back in week 5 this season. Number 3, Xerxes Z for Fleason by Equinox, 6 for 13. Has won 4 in a row, including the grade 1 exhibition. Nice horse. Number 4, Allo. Last year finished 13th in this race. Since then, won just a lone listed stake for owner Andrew James. This is a son of Takeshi Kovacs. 6 for 15. Number 5, Madeline Gilbert trying to go 2 in a row with Semi-Precious. I don't know why this horse is only semi-precious, but I guess the other half of it can just go away. Has won 3 of his last 4. This is a son of a Rich Strike. 12 for 21 with 6 seconds. He finished 8th in the marathon last year. Number 6, Pace Setters for Randall Allen is a son of Pinatubo. 22 starts, 7 wins, 8 seconds. Keeps getting beaten up by the same horses, Xerxes Z, No Derby Day, Inspired Notion from the marathon. But did win an allowance with a 94. Number 7, Semic for Christophe Desardines popping up for the first time tonight. The son of Franzia is 4 for 12. Has been top 3 11 times. Second behind No Derby Day last out. And rounding out the field on the outside, that's Ferret for Nicholas Johnson. I think this name is hilarious because it's by Franzia out of Chipmunk, and it's Ferret. Come on, that's hilarious. He won the Grade 1 Plastics Classic last out over Time is a River. Time is a River kind of bombed in the marathon. 6 in this race last year, and that's your field for the Synthetic Classic. Oh my lord. You guys are killing me tonight. What? Okay. Dig a grave for M. Do you know how many more races I have to call? Do you know how many days in a row I have to work because of stupid Keeneland? Which I love. Keeneland, thank you so much for being such a great place and supporting us. They're off in the year 69 Stewards Cup Synthetic Classic. A fantastic beginning, and it's Xerxes Z going out to the lead and opening up quickly. No one wants to go with him. Ferret from the outside, and Semic, then Semi-Precious, Aloe. Pacesetters takes back, then No Derby Day, and Avaros is at the back of the field. It is Xerxes Z leading him around the clubhouse turn to the backstretch and is 5 lengths clear of Ferret. Then comes Semic in third and Semi-Precious, Aloe. Pacesetters and No Derby Day, and 2 lengths back to Aravos. It is Xerxes Z running down the backstretch with 5 to go, 5 lengths clear of Ferret. Semic is in third, Semi-Precious and Aloe. Pacesetters, No Derby Day, and Aravos is at the back as they round that far turn, and Xerxes Z still has a 4-length lead. Here come the closers. Ferret trying to get closer. Pacesetters is coming on, and No Derby Day on his heels. Semi-Precious has dropped out. Nothing from Aloe, and they're at the top of the stretch, and it's Xerxes Z. Here come the closers. Ferret can do no more. Pacesetters is the first to pounce. No Derby Day is now in third. It's Pacesetters trying to get away from Xerxes Z. No Derby Day is coming on down the middle of the stretch. Then Ferret. It's Pacesetters. It could be an upset. No Derby Day, Xerxes Z. It's Pacesetters to win the Synthetic Classic over No Derby Day, Xerxes Z, Ferret, and Semic. The official winner is Pacesetters, a 5-year-old chestnut horse by Pinatubo, out of Wanda and Dottie by Franzia. This is a homebred for Randall Allen, who is now 8 for 23 lifetime. Yeah, I got nothing for this one. That was a big upset. So basically, Xerxes Z just went unchecked with the speed. Pacesetters just got the jump, I guess. Pacesetters... Oh, that's rude. I'm not going to read that out loud. Guys, I will not be here the next 2 nights. Well, tomorrow's in the afternoon. But on Thursday and Friday, we will live it up. And I'm starting to freak out because I really wanted to have my mares bred by now. Like, that was the plan. I've bred none. It's not my favorite. You need to get ready for bed. No, you cannot eat that. Eat something healthy. Yes. Goodbye, farewell, it's time for me to go. Blame Keeneland, it's not my fault.